Divine games, divine games, divine games, divine games, divine games.
I know we ain't been on the menu since the first episode, but I got a nice little reason for this. Before I do all that, what's good, fam? It's Devon, you back another banger video. As you see, we are back on this Lost Judgment. Last episode, okay, let me tell y'all real quick. There was the last episode before the one that you all remember seeing, or in between the one that you all seen and this one. I went to record it, and I went to edit it. When I got to editing it, the audio, pretty much what it was, long story short, the video was corrupted in a way. So I couldn't use that gameplay. I will give y'all a quick summary of what happened. Pretty much, the arcade game, you know what I'm saying, that ran down on me and Kaito last episode. They ran down on us again, and they were pretty deep. They were super deep. You know what I'm saying? They were all over the whole town. Like pretty much, they wouldn't let us go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to have a discussion with Kaito. You know what I'm saying? They wanted Kaito to become, you know, one of their lead guys in their group. Like they pretty much wanted to recruit Kaito. They were like, you know, we're not gonna let him until you work with it, cause you know you're a former Yakuza. You got the bronze with this job. We need your bronze. So they try to pretty much persuade him to be with them. You know, obviously he ain't with it because he rode with Yagami, and so we had to fight our way up out there. And we did that. We took care of business, and then we had a little conversation with the lead guy, who I'm gonna show you all the cutscenes from that gameplay because I can't show you all those. See, I was gonna go back and replay it for you all, but it wouldn't allow me to do that. It only allows me to show you all the cutscenes. So I'm gonna show you the cutscenes, and then we're gonna get into the actual, the next gameplay. So before we go, let's start it. If you haven't checked, please my favorite, let's sub, like, and share with your friends. Let me go to the day, and over the small talk, let's get it. All right, y'all. This is what happened whenever I had to sneak into the club to get to them because they were talking to Kaito by themselves.
You couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when Arcane needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke?
Ain't with it.
On what
gang.
planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you.
He ain't with it.
Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant?
You already got a gang.
Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all.
We don't give a fuck.
We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains.
Preach.
Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats. Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit.
Then he gonna try me and Kaito, and we gonna beat all their ass. You know how they go.
I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Right, he ain't like being told no.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner?
Damn right.
Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys. Sir.
All he did was allow them to get their ass
Get
whooped.
off your asses,
Right, I stepped in like, what's popping?
I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of
Yeah, well.
And they got
I
dirty
knew
for all
exactly
of them.
where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
Well, I beat that little blade out of his hand, man. Y'all
Use
missed
that
it. Dang, I hate it.
thing
Y'all
to
couldn't
cut
see it.
yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit.
Huh.
This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
This was after we whooped everybody's ass. As y'all can see. Yeah.
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right.
We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
He's the leader of the RK, as you all can see.
Tak meets Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Oh yeah, and his biggest enemy, his biggest threat is dust bunnies,
Keep
y'all.
saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on.
He throw
You
some
just
dust
gonna
bunnies at
waltz
his
in here
ass,
and
y'all
bark
see.
orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy,
I
man.
used to beat the
I
geek
bet
out
they
of
would
him.
beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be.
Which was smart.
Work.
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Kaito was preaching. Yo, he was on top of the world, boy. They wanted
Something
him.
else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Well, how'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
We actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
All right, let's roll. And that was how that last episode went in regards to everything. So now I'm on my way back to the law office to speak with the gang and see our next steps and what we got going on. But let's do it. Yeah, man. The fight was crazy. I missed it. What's up? Don't do it to yourselves, man. Don't do it to yourselves. Oh shit. You know what? Actually, on second thought, let me whoop some ass. Start off the episode, man. What's up? Street punks. Nah, just take the streets off of y'all. Just punks, boy. Yeah. Stop gonna play on them quick. This ain't time for that. What? Look. What an uppercut. What an uppercut. What an uppercut. Another one. Oh, what's up? You need a ride? What's up? Y'all need a ride? Hold on. So you need a ride? All right, want to pick it up? Oh, bet. Hey, see the sign. Read the signs. Read the signs next time, boy, before you run. Read the signs. I said read the damn signs next time, boy. Don't ignore the signs next time, boy. Get out here. Woo! Forward. All aboard. Good night. All right, let's get back to what we need to the fireman. So, shorty. Oh, nothing. What's up? What you like? You like the way I did what I did? Want to get to know you? Want to get to know your boy? Oh, okay, maybe a different day. All right. All right, see what's popping at the firm.
Oh, perfect timing,
You're
Yagami-san.
damn right. Right on cue.
And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
Oh yeah. Having the head. Who does? All right, let's go. Oh yeah, we're gonna go talk to the lady that got groped by Ihara. So we gonna cutscene to the track. Y'all couldn't just cut out this part. Just, you know what? Let's hear her side of things.
Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court.
True.
If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better.
That's-
Let's just hope she's willing to talk.
That's true. Also,
Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
beep.
Yes.
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
This is
I
we need to
understand,
talk.
But we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you.
Mm-hmm.
If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
A good way of serving that.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
Then do it then.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
Even sorry couldn't whip out a solid approach for this. Yeah, you look, hey, we down
I
bad.
don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
I can't let this be the end. I need her to talk to open this door somehow. Okay. Sweet talker. Empathize with her. Make it simple. I want a sweet talker just for the joke, like for the gag with it. Let's empathize with her.
Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ihara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ihara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business.
Mm-hmm.
If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
There you go, Yagami.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill.
Right.
You'll want to clear your schedule.
Want your extra work.
I really don't have time for any of that.
So let us in then.
And it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book. But it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here.
Got it.
Now,
Here we
would
talking
you
about.
prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do it now.
Yahtzee.
Right?
We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right. Hold on.
Bet.
We really do appreciate it.
You're gonna put your pants on. Take a gown off.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you
Alright.
say ever again.
Your hair down.
Really? I did get us in the door, didn't I?
All right.
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I do.
Now let's not screw this up. This
should-
is likely the only conversation.
I should have
we'll
ran
have
game on her
this
though,
on.
man. Who knows?
Hello.
Oh, she's got a little child. Okay.
Hi there.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
His stepdaddy?
Let's just get this over with already.
Mm-hmm. She got bribed, offered money because she got a kid or some watch.
Okay, bye-bye.
Huh. All right, little guy.
We'll make this quick.
Set up. We could use a conversation opener with my. Let's take a quick look around for something useful. All right. Do our little. Got a little paint right here. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong
Okay.
thing. There we go. Uh-huh. This. Okay, focus on that. Tissue, she sick, huh? No. All right, one hanger, huh? What other one? She ain't got a man? What's only one hanger for her jacket?
Suspicious.
Oh, sorry, I came back. Oh, hold on, she got a dude.
Hey.
Hold on, what's this about? I remember correctly, lives with her husband and son. They seem pretty happy in this picture. Oh, she got a man. All right.
Hey.
All right. Are you trying to tell us something? Okay, look like you yelling, help me. Uh-huh. What's she looking at right here? Books on damn one she don't read. She got a schedule. Looking at me like, look, what's up, girl? Relax, you married. Looking at me like you want a piece. We done, I bet. Like, you gonna sit your ass down? Yeah, I got you. All right.
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
Why your son stalking
I'm
like
sorry
that?
to put you through this again.
You remind me of the
But would you
little
mind going
grudge
over these
kid.
details with us?
What else is left to discuss?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No, what you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic. Hearing this from that predator's defense team.
Well,
Hey, man, we just keeping it 100.
perhaps.
Would you mind walking us through that day from the beginning?
Yeah, let's hear it from your
It's
point of
nothing
view.
so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not
Girl,
to
where your
pry,
shoes?
but
Where your
where's
socks
your
at?
husband today?
Still at work?
She got her.
He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this
I don't
wrapped
know,
up
man.
soon.
It look like he need more than
We'll
feeding.
try our best to.
Like he need to be free.
Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? Your lawyer friend
There.
here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
Relax.
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion.
I see you, girl. You talking me
course.
up.
That's exactly why I'm here.
Right, new pressure. Right. She's right. She's talking me up. Girl, put them socks on. Some like corn chips in here though. Like
The
them chips,
security
like chili
footage
cheese
that you stepped
Fritos.
on the
Throwing on my
train.
focus.
It looks like Ahara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I
Okay.
remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for the train to be that packed.
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that
He was married.
situation.
Why didn't her husband ever speak up through
Yes.
this whole case?
And then I felt the back of his hand against me. It kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Oh,
Truly awful.
the cop in fields,
And I
huh?
do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
Right. Relax, girl.
I just stood there, frozen.
Damn. What you trying to say?
Couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off? So I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up
All right,
talk.
now go in there and play
Are
with.
you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Go in there and play with some Digimon.
Then go read your book.
I go play some
and wait
Pokemon a little
for
bit.
Mommy.
You got a
I'm
whole
almost
little
done.
collection back there. Go read a little manga or something. So he's going to end. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. No, I haven't heard any contradictions between her and the security footage.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
Nope.
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. that just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Oh, then you got gutter with it.
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ahara-san while running?
His cat was pretty easy to spot.
Hold
and
on.
no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point,
Sure?
I could feel my voice returning, so I just screamed. That man grabbed me.
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out. So I figured there was no way for him to get away with it. I was so relieved.
Huh.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
Oh.
What do you mean?
What's that, Yagami? What is that, bro? Story line up with a testimony from the trial. But there's one thing that it contradicts. Peace. Hold on. Yagami, I ain't gonna lie, brody. When you come out like that with stuff like that, you throw me off. What piece of evidence contradicts her story? Her story was that he groped her the entire time from one place to the other, and that she grabbed his hand, he ran away. She got her voice back on the way out, yelled to be grabbed. Okay. And that she seen him because she could tell by the hats. It shows station numerous cameras recorded the groper attempting to flee the scene with the female victim in pursuit. It recorded. One of the shows actually shows Ihara's face. Is it maybe this? Did I use this? Let's see. This is the same point we had coming here, right? I think it's this.
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Am I?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all.
Oh,
If you'll
got it
allow
wrong.
me to rephrase.
All right. Okay, story lines up with a testimony from the trial, but there's one thing that contradicts it. Okay, clear that's not it. Let's get this right. I guess this being that he's there.
Well, on the same day,
Okay,
6:30 a.m. in Yokohama, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother. But he was soon abducted near his home, only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
Right.
According to the video, Ahara-san here is the murderer.
There you go.
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead
He put him
took
on
his
his
own
shirt.
life. So Ahara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
Took him out the
That's
game.
awful.
But now we come back to the issue here.
How was you feeling on
If
you?
this footage is authentic, then
And
Ahara-san couldn't have been your son.
slicing dude.
The victim's estimated time of death and Ahara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ahara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know what you expect me to say.
If you can guarantee that it was him, then we know that this
Right.
ain't him.
Now you know how we're feeling.
Right.
That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
Yeah.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Exactly. That's what it tells us.
Then who shared that video? And why?
That's what we got to figure out now.
Wish I knew.
She
Based on
can
the
guarantee
quality,
that it was
something
Ihara that was there.
quite a
She seen
budget.
his face.
Whether
She
it's
got
CG
she
on
witnessed
top
him
of
get
real murder
grabbed
footage, or just a rock solid AI
and everything.
creation. No way. it
So
was
that
cheap.
proves that
So
couldn't
why go
be
through all this
Ihara
effort
in
to
that
fake
film
murder?
or that video.
Who would benefit from it? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you. Right ahead, girl.
And rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for
Right,
the
or your
unexpected
barking
visit
dog. Girl, go put your shoes on.
and for dredging up unpleasant
It's like,
memories.
and I'm sorry for the foul smell. I haven't
It's fine.
took a shower in 2 days.
So long as this is really the end of it all.
Yeah. Got the room smell like moonshine pork. We back. Whip out of here.
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team.
Bet.
Can I count on you to be there?
You already know
Sure.
it.
Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Bet. 1. Kaido doing? Ching him up real quick. Big bruh.
Yo, me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I don't know, man. You
I
might
mean,
be
they
interested.
did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
Pull up.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
Oh, okay.
You do that.
Must got a little fling or something with you, man. It's all good. Do your thing, bro. No. Enjoy your night. All right, let's go pull up. Me in there. What's up, peeps? What it do? Hooty hoo. What the heck? Girl, let me talk to you, girl. Talk to you, girl.
Are we ready, Yagami-san?
You're ready.
Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
Do it. Right there. Why? Oh, wait. Why would I need a moment? Let's talk.
Yeah, let's start there.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
Yeah.
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right?
Man, what you talking
Do we
about?
have any theories on who that might be?
No, Leatherneck, we don't. Giz-
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage.
Mm-hmm.
Which means...
Which means... Yahara posted that video himself. Yeah. Yeah.
the murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
Mm-hmm.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
I'm thinking that too. Because remember when Ihara was like, we had a system where, he was
convicted for groping, so he had
well, pretty much he was talking about how bad the system is, how off it is.
His conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder.
I think they want like to prove some point.
Almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
Just like how
Yeah, that does make it sound like he's talking.
just like how
That's well.
Mika
and
Shiba
good.
got away with
I'd like to
doing what he did
shift
to his
gears.
son.
Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Shut up, Gizzard Chin.
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikashiba. Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
Yep.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
No.
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real.
Bet.
If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
Oh, you are?
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, didn't you mention the possibility of Ihara using a stand-in?
Right, yeah.
Perhaps the real Ihara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then swapped places with the imposter so he could be detained.
Makes sense.
But we couldn't find an opportunity for the swap to happen, remember? From the moment he set foot on the Ikebukuro platform, Ihara was constantly on camera.
No.
Wait, that's not entirely
No, it isn't.
accurate, is it?
We couldn't see his face on the train. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't see his face on the train. You couldn't see his face. You couldn't see his face right here. Yeah,
Take a
grown
look
boy.
at this.
All right.
I'm not sure why you're showing us this. There's not a moment when Ihara's off camera.
No, you can never see
Sad
his
as it may
face.
be, such a major transit hub is bound to have tons of surveillance nowadays.
Yeah. You nailed the exact point I wanted to make here.
Right.
Which was...
He wasn't constantly on camera, right? Oh, that's not it. Hara wasn't really on the camera the entire time he was at the scene. Well, evidence shows that. I thought it was that. Man, y'all throw me off. I thought they said right here it says you can't see his face. However, when the train arrives, the footage clip show. Okay. Hold on. Ihara wasn't really on the camera the entire time at the scene. What evidence shows that? Could be this. Are we running with this again?
Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku station platform?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something.
Okay.
There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera at all.
Right.
What is
Facts.
this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that everything will be clear. Here's what I want you to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all break it down because I was kind of
Suspicious.
confused. Oh my gosh.
What the?
Why y'all make this me? Dang it.
Hey,
All right. There we go. Yeah, that little space right there.
it's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras.
Mm-hmm.
The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Correct.
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
Yep.
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
Absolutely right.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
How so?
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch.
Actually, that helps him
He
out.
could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Called it.
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Hey, sometimes you got to.
Just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was
A part of
the
fun.
plan?
Exactly.
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Right.
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed?
Yeah. Like they did
What
it
did
to
we
where
miss?
even if you figured it out, it would still be far fetched. Like you'd be like, okay, it's a possibility, but it's a slim possibility. So that's what it's a part of their plan. It was a plan in the plan. All right. If Mikashiba murder was set up, then what else can we deduce? That she's that Mikashiba's still alive? No. The real murder took place in Camacho. Prosecution. Fake the footage. I want to say that the murder took place. Pretty close.
Mikoshiba was actually murdered in Kamurocho. The place used in the murder footage, maybe it was dressed up to look like the vacant building in Ijincho.
Mm-hmm.
That way, the murder could have taken place less than 13 minutes from Ikebukuro.
All right.
I don't mean to shoot you down, but I just don't think that's feasible.
Why is that?
So, no?
If you want a yes or no answer, it's a no.
Okay, well, back to the drawing
Was
board.
that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured out.
And shut up.
Hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with a stand-in at the Shinjuku Station blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
For them to be able to pull that off, a certain possibility comes to mind.
What's that?
Right, so what exactly would that be?
Everything on the day of the murder, including the train groping, was planned from start to finish. What else could we possibly deduce? The prosecution was faked. Prosecution faked the footage. I thought Mikashiba's still alive. We know he's not. So it obviously is not that one. So it has to be one of these two. Okay, process elimination, that one's out the game. Obviously he's dead, so we can't use that. So it's the prosecution faked the footage. I mean, we could also say that she was colluding, but also remember his plan was that to where he could potentially swap out. So yeah, let's go with this.
Every last bit of footage, from the eyewitness recordings to the security cameras, was fabricated by the prosecution. If that's the case, the blind spot we found is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
That's because the real footage of Ihara tagging in for his double is all but lost to us now.
Right.
Why would the prosecution go to all that trouble? To hide Mikoshiba's murder?
Yo, don't
Or
forget
maybe
the
they
last.
sympathized with Ihara's plight?
All right, don't forget the
You're
last one.
saying his court adversaries orchestrated an elaborate cover-up out of sympathy?
All right, I realize that's a stretch, a huge one. No need to burn me at the stake.
Okay, well,
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this
Shut
whole
up.
thing
Hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with us for them to be able to pull that off.
Right, so
oh my gosh. All right, man, damn. She's in colludes.
I know this won't go over well, but what if Mamiya was colluding with Ihara all
All right,
along?
that's it.
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this
Mhm.
and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her and no one but the three of them would
Yup.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
Not at all. We're talking about murder here. This is not a suggestion I'm fond of, but I have to consider the possibility, right, of her playing a part in the
Let me
conspiracy.
just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that would be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity.
Mm-hmm.
Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a
Hey,
swap
look at the
would
count.
never
Yeah,
work.
right.
We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swaps. So
Yeah.
she could have even called attention to the real Ihara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant.
It's a
The
setup.
rest is as we know.
She's in
They
cahoots.
caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that thought. If your theory is accurate, what about Ihara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
If it was a plan, Goofy,
Well,
then they could have did it
That can also be
beforehand.
explained by Mamiya being in on the plan.
Right.
For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear. at the same
Right.
time.
Yup. They could have put his hands on.
Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
Mm-hmm.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved.
Yep.
In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong.
Right.
Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikoshiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it?
I don't know, Porky Chin.
School,
Relax.
Investigative committee and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Before we all decide on this,
What's up?
The obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child.
It could have something to do with her
why would
husband.
she do something so enormously risky?
We still
as
haven't seen her
helping
husband.
establish a murder alibi.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk.
Yeah.
Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Yeah.
Enough to make her help with a murder? What
Good.
sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that?
We gotta figure out. Either a man, patrolman, and marine officer work. Yeah. The only connection between them. Yeah.
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway? Maybe we can spot a connection to Ihara through her profile.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh, I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
What's that?
What's that?
If Ihara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But
Right?
if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it.
Right.
A solid plan would need to eliminate that variable,
Mm-hmm.
which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ihara's success.
Right.
That's true.
Looks like Ihara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim.
Yeah, good job,
Once we
Balloon
learn
Head.
how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the rest of his team.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent.
Okay.
Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa Academy. Later graduated from Toto University.
Huh.
Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotakun, who's now in first grade.
Okay.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa Academy?
Right.
I heard that name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm. Was not just at that school. It's not where someone spotted me went there.
That's not where Tsukumo went, was it? Before, closing himself off to the world?
Nah, Tsukumo-san studied remotely. He told me that when we were out having drinks one night.
Okay.
Wait. Tsukumo went out drinking with
All right,
you?
we don't need the small talk.
Yeah,
Got
we had
you.
fun.
What did you guys even talk about?
Hey, why am I getting grilled all of a sudden?
Right.
I agree. This is nowhere near relevant. Yagami-san, what were you saying about Kurokawa Academy?
All right, yeah, about that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Got Yagami. Here. Hey, I gotta do better. I gotta do better.
Didn't I just go there to investigate a bullying? Or am I losing it?
That Seiryo High you went to?
That's what it
Oh.
was. Why did I think they sound similar?
All right, man. Gosh, I gotta.
When I went to scope out the murder
I gotta
scene,
do a better
there
job
were
with
these
these.
three guys watching the detectives and me.
I gotta be like Yagami.
They
when
told
it
us they
comes
were
to-
just checking things out.
Oh yeah, the
They mentioned they're
dudes.
Kurakawa grads too.
Yeah, the guys were
You
at
have any
the
ID
come
on
across
you?
the bridge.
Will my license work? Akake-san, age 30.
Akaike-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do
They
with
went to
anything?
school together.
Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ihara?
I found the Kurakawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh,
What's that?
the girls there get such cute
Man,
uniforms.
this ain't trying to be to be a horn dog, man. Come on, man.
You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Right.
Wait, I've seen that uniform before
Oh,
too.
freaky
actually.
jeeky.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High, Sawa-sensei.
She was with
How
them, man.
does
They all went to that
something
school together. Yeah.
Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too?
Yep.
I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them are even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked?
All
The
of
victim
them.
And her up to now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
Right. Let's do our thing. Do what we do. Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah,
previously
get
unseen
on
link is
ass,
established between the
get
groper and the
on
victim.
ass like Ihara. Get,
Charting out their
nah, I'm playing.
relationship is akin to tracing a spider's web.
Yeah, we on to y'all.
But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains.
You getting that gay?
Ehara orchestrated the groping as a diversion. And by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and his ultimate revenge.
Right. Come on with that cat, man. Converging Heat. Chapter 6. Ooh la la. All right, we got our big board.
Hiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ehara, who committed suicide 4 years ago.
True.
The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ehara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ehara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
Okay.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ehara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in.
Mm-hmm.
The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train, the same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train, he meets the real Ehara in the camera's blind spot, and they change places.
Right.
That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ehara.
Right.
Mamiya, Ehara's standing on the train.
They got
Guys
dirt on people.
Kidnapped Mikoshiba.
Or
How did
something.
some troubled cop managed to recruit so many allies?
Well,
Probably hired a dirty
one
cop
person
or
that
something.
comes to mind who might be the key to all this.
Yeah,
is
Sawa.
Kyoko Sawa.
Sawa, silly ass.
She's a teacher at Seiryo High. She
Because
was the
she
only
probably, you
adult
know what?
Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba.
I
as a
think
teacher
that she
before he
probably was like,
disappeared.
you know what? I feel so sorry
top
for
of
not
that,
doing something soon
she's a
enough.
Kurokawa
Let me
Academy
help you
graduate,
out.
same as
I
Mama.
got people, around me who feel a certain type of
Those
way about,
trespassers
the
at the murder scene
situation,
were also from Kurokawa.
and they're willing to help. Something like that.
Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ehara's murder accomplices?
That's
We
exactly what I'm
consider
saying,
Yoko
big
Sawa
guy.
the central link. That's very possible. We do know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ehara take his revenge.
Yeah, best not to rule that out. Though I'm hoping that's not the case.
Why is that?
It's just, she's a really good teacher.
This ain't the time,
She's
y'all.
passionate, responsible. She's always putting the students first.
Yeah, she didn't put stop.
I know she regrets the past.
Right.
Those
Well, she didn't do it
students
back
died
then.
on her watch.
I
Now
ain't
another
forgive
of
her.
her students, Mikoshiba.
You being soft, y'all. Give me chill.
So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
Yagami.
I'm going back to Ijincho tomorrow. The plan is to bring up Mamiya's name to Sawa-sensei and see how she reacts.
Uh-huh.
Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
Y'all dating or something, man? Relax, bro.
Can I chime in real quick?
What you got?
I was looking into Kurokawa Academy and I stumbled across something that may be relevant.
Speak on it then, little guy.
Well, it happened 13 years ago, but there was an attempted suicide.
Oh.
A third year jumped off the school's roof after being thoroughly humiliated.
So I mentioned that too. If I remember correctly, a student lived but remains. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Actually, Sawa-sensei mentioned that. She said it was a boy in her class.
Right, that's gotta be the same case then. The student's name was Mitsuru Kusamoto. He's 30 now, but still in a coma.
Dang.
And all that info's on the net?
It wouldn't be normally, but his mother happens to be Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. Ever heard the name Reiko Kusamoto?
Have you, Yakum?
Not once.
All right. Never heard of her.
It was on the news. They were talking about her and her son.
Vice ministers rank above most government officials, so this lady has quite a position of power at the Ministry of Health.
Well, do you remember the uproar in the health ministry when Vice Minister Ichinose got arrested? Apparently, his successor couldn't contain the resulting chaos, which is when Kusamoto-san got tapped to lead. They couldn't afford another criminal scandal, so her promotion was out of the blue. She was a safe choice, a veteran with tenure and experience. Not to mention, her son's tragedy made people see her as a more sympathetic figure.
Hey, look at job taking its toll on her a little bit.
She's
Man, look at
kind
the
of a new
wrinkles a little bit on
generation
my
girl,
eyes.
so to speak.
Huh.
Is any of that relevant to the case at hand, though?
I don't know, gerbil jaws. Hold
No,
on.
But Reiko Kusamoto and Ahara both have children who were bullying victims.
Bro.
I don't think that's a connection we can afford to overlook, if you
Not
ask
at all.
me.
Little grown man.
Okay, so Kusamoto's son. What exactly happened to him?
Let's see. He was bullied by a fellow third year at his school, Shinya Kawai. The records say he harassed Mitsuru-kun every day, in and out of school. Well, one time he even stuffed dirty rags in his mouth.
What the hell?
That's so cruel.
Right.
Yeah, and the teacher was a real piece of work. Apparently he knew, but he just smirked and said, don't...
That's the same teacher.
Oh, I remember now. The media pounced on that one hard.
If they were classmates, then both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya would know about this.
And maybe because they couldn't save Mitsuru-kun, their guilt left them open to Ahara's persuasion.
Possible.
But to prove that, we'll have to hear from them directly. I'll talk to Sawa-sensei first thing
All right,
tomorrow.
yeah, we're going to do that.
That'd be helpful. In the meantime, I'll be working on Ahara's appeal. It's clear they missed something important in the trial, since Ahara is apparently innocent of sexual battery.
All right, you do that, girl.
Being that
And also,
without
like I said, sip you some water. You sound a little raspy. Sound like you just woke up.
Started as a simple harassment case, sure has blown up big.
All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna do that. You know what? It sucks because we didn't whoop a lot of ass this episode, but I think it's big in part because of the episode again that y'all didn't get to see. There was a lot of ass whooping in that one, so I apologize for that once again. It sucked that the technical difficulty happened, but it is what it is. I just show you all the cutscene from what happened in that gameplay, and we got this one going. I gotta do better with my putting two and two together, putting the clues with the and the evidence together with concluding things, because I was flunking out. If this was a test, I was flunking heavy today. Well, all y'all watching me. Well, except for you watching me too. Even you, grown man, junior, senior boy, junior. But so I'm gonna conclude this one. Before I do that, if you haven't checked, please my favorite, little sub, like, and share with your friends and family. We're gonna go to the day. Like I always, I appreciate you watching. Until next time, take care. Yeah.
Hit the like, don't forget the like, and subscribe button, and subscribe button, and subscribe button, and subscribe button.